Welcome to our channel, ladies and gentlemen. The wrangles between President William Samoei Ruto and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua is building, and it is causing a lot of tension within the UDA party, threatening its unity. And one is tempted to ask, between William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua, who is losing and who is gaining? I have heard people saying that William Ruto has nothing to worry about. But the manner in which he has charged almost the whole government, all the government appointees and all the cabinet, charged against one man, Rigathi Gachagua, tells me that Rigathi is becoming a threat to William Ruto. Now, William Ruto suffered a double tragedy when just 2 days ago, Rigathi Gachagua informed the nation that he has been denied a military chopper, and that is why he arrived late at William Ruto's function when they were meeting their Korean community in Nakuru. And then recently, he corroborated those facts indirectly by boarding a Kenya Airways economic class, just to show people that even though I'm being denied a military chopper, I can use any kind of means. It did end there. The former President Uhuru Kenyatta launched a complaint at the same time on how the government of the day is frustrating its office. The government has decided not to renew contracts of Uhuru's staff. The government has refused to give the former president an office. And William Ruto was at a fix. Because if you look at Mount Kenya, the two senior most politicians in Mount Kenya today are Rigathi Gachagua, being the deputy. He holds the highest office in Mount Kenya. And of course, the former president, Uhuru Kenyatta. Even if you ask people, who do you think the real kingpin and spokesperson of Mount Kenya is, they will tell you Uhuru Kenyatta, others will tell you Rigathi Gachagua. Now, William Ruto found himself between a rock and a hard place when both the two leaders informed their people that we are being frustrated by this government of William Samoei Ruto. In the wake of all this, I believe the intelligence, the NIS, because William Ruto enjoys intelligence in the country, is being fed with information as far as our politics is concerned. And I believe he was advised to rush to the mountain. And it is reported that William Ruto has convened an impromptu visit to Mount Kenya on Thursday. And I want us to listen to what the mainstream media is giving us. This is video courtesy to NTV.
Let's go back to that story about the Mount Kenya region, and President William Ruto heads to the restive region on Thursday at a time when the twin protests by Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and former President Uhuru Kenyatta threatens to foment a rebellion against his Kenya Kwanza administration. Now, Gachagua and former President Kenyatta are the senior-most political leaders from the Mount Kenya region, and their recent dissents against the government could cause an unprecedented revolt from the vote-rich region. Our reporter Margaret Kimathi has that story.
The visit comes at a time when Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua and opposition leaders in the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition from the region are leading a campaign for one man, one vote, one shilling revenue sharing formula, a call that does not augur well with President William Ruto, who feels it's a divisive call. But amid growing apprehension in the region, following claims by the DP that the government has denied him a military aircraft that saw him travel on a passenger Kenya Airways plane on Tuesday, President William Ruto on Tuesday chaired a cabinet meeting which considered and approved the debt waiver for coffee farmers and other coffee sector reforms in a bid to pacify the restive region ahead of Thursday's tour. Fearing a possible rebellion, President Ruto also moved to quell the rising tensions just a day after Uhuru Kenyatta accused his administration of frustrating him. Dr. Ruto on Tuesday constituted a team led by the head of public service Felix Koskei to immediately address all the issues raised by the ex-president, including the allocation of his office. Prior to Uhuru Kenyatta's protest, DP Gachagua had accused some leaders close to President Ruto of working to undermine him, and on Sunday publicly expressed challenges he has been facing on transport following weeks of claims that he has been denied a military aircraft. Mount Kenya residents have voiced their expectations from Ruto's Mount Kenya tour.
Pia tunatarajia ya kwamba wakulima wa maziwa kesho itakuwa siku kubwa yao. Mimi nilikuwa mmoja wale wakulima na matarajio makubwa sana kutoka kwa rais ya kwamba ameweza kutusaidia hapo awali.
We are expecting also the president to come and mention the promises that he made, because 2 years down the line we haven't seen any promise coming to reality, and we are expecting the president tomorrow to mention about the roads. He had promised so many roads, he had promised so many institutions.
Despite criticism of pushing an ethnic card through one man, one vote, one shilling revenue formula, the DP has remained steadfast in solidifying his Mount Kenya backyard under the villager slogan. In a fiery political exchange, Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah labeled the DP as a village sympathy seeker, a name that Rigiji has embraced gracefully.
Najua sitaki kusema mambo mingi. Nataka ni mkinikubalia nirudi Nairobi, nikae alafu niende kwa village. Najua kila mtu wako mahali alitoka. So kila mtu wako na kwao.
Analysts see the protest by Uhuru Kenyatta and the DP as having the potential to whip up emotions in Mount Kenya region and disrupt the Ruto administration.
So it is very clear that what is taking William Ruto to Mount Kenya is the perceived war between himself and his deputy Rigathi Gachagua. That is also coupled with the perceived war between his office and the office of the former president. But I want us to try and figure out what exactly is he going to do there. We all understand that it has been reported that the deputy president is complaining that he's being mistreated by William Ruto, who is the president. The former president has also complained. So these double complaints really don't mean well to William Samoei Ruto. So I want us to look at what exactly is he going to do and what takes him there. Allow me to request you to subscribe to our channel if you're watching us for the first time. Click the notification bell to allow YouTube to notify you. You can also help us like our videos and share them if you can. And to all our subscribers, I would also take this opportunity to thank you in a very special way. Ladies and gentlemen, in the wake of all this, what I always call political altercation, what takes William Ruto to Mount Kenya is, number one, he is going to test waters. Because I believe the intelligence has revealed to him that things are getting thicker. And before this push comes to shove, he's told, you go and find out for yourself what is happening. We have the Finance Bill 2024 rocking Mount Kenya, with the Kikuyu Council of Elders warning that they want to see the members of parliament who are going to vote for it. Recently, the Nyeri governor, Mutahi Kahiga, told Murkomen that this finance bill that you want to force down the throat of the Kenyans will not work. Then there is that bit of one man, one shilling, one vote that William Ruto does not support. And then the Mount Kenya unity. And then, of course, Uhuru Kenyatta also complaining. So William Ruto wants to go there to see how people will receive him, just to test waters. Because the last time he was there was a bit of heckling. Now, coupled with all this, and I also saw an opinion report that had been conducted by Infotrack, and William Ruto and Rigathi Gachagua's performance have really moved down drastically. From a C for William Ruto to a D, and Rigathi Gachagua D+. So William Ruto just wants to know, how do people perceive me? This will inform the next political move. Because if there is something that is worrying William Samoei Ruto, is the support of Mount Kenya in 2027. So he just wants to know, How do people perceive me in the wake of all this? Their brothers, the two Sinamos brothers, have complained that they are being mistreated. Number two, William Ruto, in his abrasive manner of politics, there is a possibility that he wants to go there just to showcase and stretch his political muscles, to show Rigathi Gachagua that I can get inroads in Mount Kenya without passing through you. You know, William Ruto loves being seen as the cinemas politician. He wants to be a kingpin in Rift Valley, a kingpin in Mount Kenya, a kingpin in Western. That is why he's telling the other parties in Kenya Kwanza to fold and form one big party called the UDA. So he wants to show Gachagua, because Gachagua has been seen as a man who's trying to unite Mount Kenya to remain a kingpin, so that in 2027, should Ruto try to sideline him or abandon him as a running mate, then he will run away with the people. That's what he wants, because the moment Rigathi Gachagua succeeds in uniting Mount Kenya, it will be doomsday for William Samoei Ruto. So William Ruto is going there before Rigathi Gachagua succeeds in uniting the mountain, because what William Ruto is doing in the mountain now is divide and rule tactics. You've seen the way Kimani Chungwa is attacking Rigathi Gachagua. You've seen all the senior politicians who are now government ministers, people like Moses Kuria, Kithure Kindiki. They have all been unleashed against Rigathi Gachagua. And William Ruto knows very well that Rigathi is looking for political mileage, just to be kingpin. So he wants to head there just to show him that even without you, without passing through any other person, I can be in Mount Kenya. The same way Ruto says, I went to Mount Kenya alone and I sought for votes. I looked for votes. I endeared myself to the people without passing through anybody. But William Ruto is forgetting that politics is dynamic. He was going to Mount Kenya because everything was based on assumption, promises, and a window period of let us wait and see what William Ruto is going to do. Right now, he has been given close to 2 years and nothing is happening. So he might not think that, things remain the same. So he wants to show Gachagua this. William Ruto wants to go there to do damage control. Already, he had convened a meeting where he waived some loans for coffee farmers. He also formed a committee to look into the predicaments that there's this bedeviling former president's office, just to show that he's concerned. And I believe he's lying. It cannot be that he did not know that the office of the former president was being frustrated. So he wants to go there to do damage control. He will tell them, niliposikia kulikuwa na tatizo kwa hii ofisi ya rais, former rais, mimi niliunda kamati ama jopo iangalie shida yake. He's also going to tell them about the waiver in the coffee, because I have heard them complain that there are people, farmers, who did not vote for William Ruto, and their loans are being waived and subsidies are given. In the same manner, they are going to showcase the people they have appointed in Mount Kenya, maybe the cabinet secretaries, state offices, and all that, just to show that Mount Kenya should not cry. Let no one cheat them that they are not being taken care of, because they want to prove beyond reasonable doubt that they love Mount Kenya people, that they have given them appointments. This is something that they are going to do. And they want to do this to quell the tension within the UDA and among Mount Kenya politicians. The whole of the Ruto camp will be in Mount Kenya to justify why they do not want unity of Mount Kenya alone. If you've picked what they are saying, they are now calling Rigathi Gachagua a villager. And Rigathi Gachagua has borrowed a leaf from William Ruto. When he was called Tanga Tanga, he formed a Tanga Tanga team and they started campaigning early enough. So the Ruto Brigade is going to explain that what they want is unity of the whole country and not unity of some parts of the country. While Rigathi remains very steadfast that he wants a bottom-up unity where people begin uniting at the lowest level as they go up. So they are going to try and dismantle this narrative about unity, this narrative about one man, one shilling, one vote. And remember, Rigathi Gachagua had challenged those who are opposing his call for unity. And he told them, stop talking in Rift Valley. Come here, tell my people that we cannot unite, because when when we unite, feathers are being ruffled and people are saying that, this is tribalism. So William Ruto is going there because Rigathi had said, if you want to tell us that this is bad unity, come and tell us from here. So they are going to do that. And this is why William Ruto is rushing there. He's going to provide goodies to justify himself. And I know he's going to tell them that there's nothing wrong between us and Rigathi Gachagua, no such kind of things. But I know this is an impromptu meeting, but it has been planned. You will see the whole Kenya Kwanza brigade against Rigathi Gachagua. But Rigathi has stood his ground and is saying, I'm not going to relent in my bid to unite our country. And in fact, he's telling William Ruto, we are uniting so that the percentage that did not vote for you will vote for you this time around. I don't know what you think. Why do you think William Ruto is rushing to Mount Kenya? What could be the other reasons? Because seemingly things are not really good, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know what to think, but that is my take.